Right, just switching this over to the other camera. Hello. Isaac Dennison once said, be a person is to have a story to tell. That may just sound like words, but I'm here today to tell you why I think story is important and how I've come to that conclusion during my life. Socrates said that life could be broken up into three divisions: youth, the prime of life, and old age. We're going to look at my life through that lens today. So, first, my youth. It was admittedly a long time ago, but I've got a lot of very clear memories. And most of those memories revolve around story. My mom worked hard, long hours, but she spent all the time with me she could. Most of that was storytelling. She read me books, comic books, fairy tales. She's the one that encouraged me to read for the first time, probably because I kept bothering her to read the same book over and over and she just got tired of it. But either way, it started a lifelong addiction. I still read every day. My dad didn't read to me a lot, but he told lots of stories. He had stories about his youth growing up in the Midwest, hunting with his cousins, working on a farm. I still remember the story where his uncles were chased home one night by a mountain lion, and they barely made it home alive. I can remember stories about his first car and his time in Vietnam. From these stories, I learned about life and about courage. Now, in my prime, which is just a fancy way of saying as an adult, I followed in my father's footsteps. I joined the army and I traveled the world. I saw wonderful, beautiful things and terrible things. And I learned every place has its history and its story. It's right there in the word. Every conflict has a reason, a why, and every group of people has their story. From these people and their stories, I learned that we're all different, but we're all still the same. I learned compassion. As a leader, I had a lot of responsibility to my troops, and I found that often the lessons I needed to teach could best be taught through story. You see, we learn by doing, but we also learn from listening to stories about what others have done. Through those stories, we gain experience without the danger of having to do the things ourselves. Now, on to old age. I like to say that I'm not there yet, but my wife might disagree. I'm definitely closer to old age than to childhood, though. Looking back, I've learned a lot of things in my life, lots of lessons and lots of experiences I like to pass on. Today, I share these experiences with my kids through story. I share them with my friends. Today, I'm sharing some of them with you. I still write. My stories are about things that have never happened but might have. Every story has a little piece of my life in it, whether that's character based on a person I knew or a place that I've been to or wish I could go. There's more truth in my stories than there is fiction. Now, the best thing about stories is that in the end, the good guys always win if you want to. Wouldn't it be nice if real life was like that? So, to bring this full circle, I believe stories are important because they're how we learn about the world and how we pass on our knowledge to the next generation. Do you have a story to tell? Thank you. All right, everybody. Thank you and have a wonderful day.